right, begin.
What's going on YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. First and foremost, for those of you who celebrate Thanksgiving, I hope you had a great Thanksgiving on yesterday and that you enjoyed your family, the food, and all the festivities that come along with Thanksgiving. Now, as for me, I was in the kitchen all day. That's right, a big old Southern boy that knows how to cook, right? Learn from the best of them. My mom, my grandmother, my aunts, my sister, so I get down. Check out the way I cleaned my collard greens on yesterday, baby. Yeah. Throw them jokers in a tub, a little rubber dub with some Dawn, and it's on, right? Nah, I'm just joking, y'all. But you would be surprised of how many people actually use the tub to clean their collard greens, and I find this extremely disgusting. That's why I don't eat everybody's collard greens, and I damn sure don't eat everybody's tater salad. Alright? But anyway, guys, before we get started, I want to ask you guys a big favor. Go ahead and hit that like button and also smash that share button so we can push this video through the algorithm and hopefully get this channel to where it needs to be. Now, with that said, let's go ahead and dive face first into the drama, and I want to talk about Serena Williams, who is the half-sister of Serena and Venus Williams. Now, here's the scoop. Will Smith just starred in a movie playing Richard Williams, who's Venus and Serena's father, right? And the name of the movie is called King Richard. So first and foremost, it seems that Serena is hot with Will Smith, to say the least, because she feels that Will didn't portray the full story. And that full story entails the fact that her father, Richard, left her and her 4 other siblings high and dry to go marry Venus and Serena's mom. Now, Serena says that when she was 8 years old, that Richard actually left to go buy a bike and never came back home. And Serena also says that since Richard left her family, she only seen her father a handful of times. Man, that's tough. But anywho, she had some more interesting things to say, and I'm gonna read you some of it. And so she says here, he thinks he's the king of the world, but no one that's ever been around him thinks he's King Richard. It is an outrageous title, but to truth be told, it fits him. He's not the king of the world. If you look at him psychologically, it's something he's never achieved apart from in his head. He's lived only through 2 of his daughters, forsaking all of his other children. Truth be told, those girls rose to the top while his other children had to suffer because of the choices my dad made. We were raised in poverty after he left. He chose tennis for them as he knew it could make him a millionaire. I can chase my dad around for the rest of my life in my head, or I can come to terms that I believe my dad loves me in his own way. That's all I can do. Since he walked out on Serena and her siblings, she has seen her father just a handful of times, which I previously stated. She said it's unlikely she will see her dad again and won't be going to his funeral. I don't think I'll see him alive. I even buried my dad in my head because I know I won't be able to attend his funeral. That's just not going to be an option. They're not going to let me. They won't even tell me. I'll find out from the media reports or a friend. Serena alleges he also snubbed the family during the worst times in her life, including when her mother was battling cancer in 1998 and couldn't afford vital Medicare before she died. My sister Renika was a baby 8 weeks old when my dad left, she said. How do you leave a baby? I was 8 years old, and he left under the pretense, I'm gonna go get you a bike. I can laugh about it now. She says, if my mom was alive, she laughed. That rat blank, she had a great sense of humor. She stopped giving a damn about my dad a long time before she died. She also said that the actor Will Smith should be ashamed of himself for starring in the movie. They say Will Smith is probably getting an Academy Award for this. I held him in deep regard, but as a brother, he should have wanted to tell the full story. Will Smith is not dumb. They got to grow up better and didn't have to harvest for food or worry about their next meal. It would have been nice to have a backstory. Now, Serena goes on to say that she only met Serena and Venus once, and that was when they were teenagers. She says she doesn't think that they will ever cross paths again, although she wouldn't mind meeting Serena's daughter, which is her niece, Olympia, because she loves children. And Serena also added the fact that she feels that her father just wasn't a good father. And she has a right to feel that way because she was brought up different along with her siblings. They were brought up different from Serena and Venus, right? Now, let me say this, right? And I'm not saying that she did. I'm not saying that Serena did this, but she can't hold Venus and Serena accountable for the actions of Richard. Yes, they share the same father, but Richard left your family. Venus and Serena are not responsible for that, right? But where I hold Venus and Serena accountable for is the fact that once they got older, they had a choice. And what I mean by that is the fact that they had a choice to want to have a relationship with their other siblings, right? And they had a choice not to, which they clearly chose. But this is the thing, right? I am absolutely sure that Serena and Venus are privy to the information that Sabrina is talking about and the fact that their father was a deadbeat dad in his previous marriage, right? And so I find this highly irresponsible and selfish on the behalf of all parties involved. Whether you want to talk about Will Smith, Venus and Serena, Richard, the production company, who's ever behind the film, because they're acting as if Sabrina and her other siblings don't exist, right? Like their lives don't even matter. And then you put out this film and you don't want to talk about the backstory that includes them. You know, I really hold Venus and Serena responsible. They missed it here because this was a chance to heal a lot of wounds. And most importantly, I hold Richard accountable because I'm pretty sure he don't want to talk about that part of his life. He don't want to revisit that. And so I look at him as a coward, right? I look at him as a coward in this instance because, listen, tell the truth. If you're going to do a story about your life, you have to include everything. And another thing, even though Richard is about 80 years old, he never developed into a real man. I don't care about the fact that he raised Venus and Serena to be tennis superstars. I don't understand how he can pat himself on the back when he abandoned the whole family over here. Like, let's just keep it all the way real. Now, another thing that's interesting is the fact that Richard and Serena and Venus's mom, Orsine, they divorced back in 2002. So it's been a long time since they've been together. But Richard married this woman that's 38 years old, right? By Lakeisha Smith. They've been married for 7 years. And so basically right now they're going through a divorce. And Richard, right, and this is what Radar Online is reporting, is about to lose his $1.1 million house behind Lakeisha in this divorce, right? So things are not looking good for him. Now, I'm pretty sure that Serena and Venus could intervene and help Richard save his home. Now, the word is that Lakeisha Smith actually took out a mortgage on the house without Richard knowing. But Lakeisha is denying those accusations and saying that it's not true. Now, Richard is claiming that Lakeisha transferred the deed of their home without permission and took out a $152,000 mortgage from a hard lender, Simon, in February of 2017 and forged his signature, right? And she admitted it. Then Lakeisha borrowed another $127,000 a couple months later and only paid back $25,000. So this girl was with him for financial reasons. He's 70 something years old at the time they met. So I'm pretty sure she knew that she could take some type of advantage of him and the situation financially. And on top of that, Richard is not doing well health-wise. I believe he suffered from 2 strokes. So it's just a hot mess all the way around. And listen, this is the thing, right? Like I said previously, Sabrina has a right to feel how she feels. I think that this is insensitive to, her siblings and what they went through to call this man King Richard, and they know him to be something else because of the way he did them and treated them. I just think it's a slap in their face, and she has every right to be upset in regards to this situation. Now, as far as Richard and everything that he's going through, with his ex-wife to be, and, I don't wish bad health on anybody, but
I'm supposed to feel sorry for that bitch. I don't.